And for this story, I'm going to start at the end. These are my 4 kids. 3 of them are out of college. They're self-supporting. 1 is in college. All of them are doing things that they love, choosing good life partners. I've raised them while I've been working for these companies. And as I've been coming up through tech, I answer a lot of questions about career and technical progression. And I'm stunned at how many questions I still get from people about how to balance having children and working at the same time. And as I give advice, I'm starting to realize that a lot of my advice are hacks. They're like quirky or unexpected ways to solve problems. And so I thought I would share some of those with you guys today. The first person I learned about hacks from was my mom, Judy. There's 7 children in my family. She's great hacks. If your bread won't rise because the day is too cold, you put it on the hood of a car that's been out. You can put lipstick in your coat on and nobody can tell you're still wearing your nightgown as you take your very late kids to school. So she has this wonderful advice, right? But none of it helped. When I was in my first job and I announced I was pregnant and my boss patted me on the head and started taking my projects away from me. And he said, when you see that baby's face, you're not going to want to come back here. And I was like, oh my gosh, really? And what happened to me so many years ago still happens now. There's so many things working against people having families and working. If you read studies like McKinsey and Company's Lean In survey that they do every year, the challenges still exist. So I want to share some of my hacks with you. First hack I learned when I was waiting tables. Be early, be excellent. When I was early and excellent, I got the best shifts, I got flexibility when I needed it. Even as I was building out project plans and budgets and strategies, I found that being early and excellent got me flexibility so I could be in other places that I wanted to be, like, which is a crazy thing, going to a minor league baseball game with 4 small children. But it was a nice way to be in both places. One place I could not find flexibility at first was in the workday. If you think about the workday, right, you've got 8 to 5. These are precisely the hours that young people are interactive, awake, and learning, and I didn't want to miss all of that. So with my boss, I started to aggressively flex my week. I get ready on Sundays for every week. I work really long hours when my husband's at home and can help out. I work shorter hours when he's traveling. I skip commutes and work from home to optimize work time when I can. So Sheryl Sandberg, who wrote Lean In, would say, all right, Christine, you negotiated in the workplace. But she also writes about negotiating at home, and I did not negotiate at home. And what I realized was when Jim traveled, I covered everything. And when he was home, we split it 50-50, but that put an uneven load on my shoulders. So every Sunday night, we sat down and we'd fill this out. We'd identify who was dropping kids off at school, who was picking kids up at school, who was covering things during the day. So on Sunday, we'd start to take a look at the week, and in this example, you can tell that Jim was working Wednesday, Jim was traveling Wednesday and Thursday, so I covered all of that. Once I covered those days, I kind of stepped back, and then he took 2 days, and we split what was left. It was a simple, objective way to split things evenly between us. Another simple thing is the phrase start a business. Someone would say, I need something by Thursday, and I'd say, great, start a business. And if they said yes, I just bought myself Wednesday night and early Thursday morning to get things done. A strategy that I use that gives my mother hives. If you notice in this picture, everyone is wearing colorful, comfortable clothes. Pajamas are also colorful and comfortable. So there were times when we put our kids in their school clothes for the next day, tuck them in bed the next morning, lift them up, tuck them in shoes, and get them right out the door without any battles in the morning. So I did not wear my clothes to sleep in, but I did change how I dressed. And I started wearing monochromatic colors that could be easily put on in the dark. I could get out the door quickly myself. Another thing I did was I used the phrase, I have a conflict. Not, I have a pediatrician's appointment, not, I have a parent-teacher conference. I have a conflict, how's 2? 95% of the time people say, fine, and everything's solved. Another strategy that horrifies my mother is we raised free-range children. So they're like free-range chickens. You just put healthy food where they can get to it, and they eat whenever they're hungry. It made meal times a lot simpler, and they grew up healthy. But maybe the most important thing I did was I chose a good partner. And you can tell that they would as easily go to Jim for skin knee as they go to him for career advice now. So the highlights are, be early, be excellent. Bend your work day, split the load, clothes, do equal pajamas sometimes. Simplify your work uniform, have conflicts, consider free-range feeding. I know it sounds crazy, but it works. Choose a great partner, and maybe most importantly, develop your communities and share your